Hi, Joshua. Okay, I have your watch here, and I've pulled the movement actually because I want to talk about some of the conditions that I'm seeing here so you can make a better decision about what needs to be done. Let's talk about the numbers. You had said that this watch was serviced recently. Kind of, I'm skeptical of that. I mean, not that it wasn't serviced, but I don't know what level of work was done to it. For one thing, it's got a ton of beat error. This is a pretty easy adjustment to get rid of, and I normally only see this kind of beat error on jobs that where somebody wasn't using a time grapher, and they weren't able to see this, or they just flat out didn't care. I'm not sure what the answer is, but this shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be like this. It's easy enough to get rid of. I will tell you the amplitude indicates that it's running poorly. It's running like it hasn't been serviced. Amplitude is the measure the degree of the rotation of the balance. It's how far the balance is turning back and forth as it spins. This is pretty low. One of these should be cruising in well above 200, 210, 220. I mean, for a worn movement, if it's in better condition, we can easily see in the 230s, 240s, 250s. They're just, they're capable of much better numbers than this. Looking over the movement looks hazy and it looks dirty. It doesn't look clean to me. Let's talk about the cosmetic stuff. Your watch cosmetically has some issues. The lume is darkened. The dial has some deep gouges in it here, big scratches. As you know, this sweep hand is bent. And the dial is generally discolored and faded. Your case has been refinished, and it's got the incorrect bezel on it, and the indicator ring is faded as well. I personally would not recommend putting any more money into this. Basically, you're down to the point of having, you've got parts, but I mean, to correct all this stuff, to make it better, you're still not going to have a watch that's you could get a better watch, a better starting point cheaper on eBay for a much better all-original 6139 with a good dial and good hands, and restore that one, and you would end up with a much better product than dumping a ton of money into this to have something that looks like this. I just personally wouldn't recommend restoring this. It's not worth it at this point. I don't have any other options for you, but I will tell you that eBay is full of these watches, and they're still relatively affordable. And we can work together to find you an example that's much better, a much better starting point than this, and then restore that watch, and you will get, a much better piece. Let me hang on just one second. I mean, I got this watch off of eBay just probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. I mean, you can find decent watches, and you see the difference in terms of the quality, the condition of the dial, the condition of the hands, condition of the indicator ring. This is an original polish. This case has not been repolished. Things can be found. This was under $200. It's a good starting point. You add in a service on top of that, and you've really got a watch worth owning. But it's up to you. It's up to you. I'll do what you want. I can certainly give you a quote for doing this, for getting this watch rebuilt for you. I just personally wouldn't recommend it. There's too much that needs to be replaced. There's too much that needs to be done to make it better. And even when all that stuff is done, it's still going to be a pretty worn example. So it's up to you.